Kemba Walker as bullish on the Celtics as the two of you and their chances.
Good.
Thank you so much to Kemba for taking the time to chat with me. Now, he has missed the last 4 games with a sore left knee. He had it drained. We got some real news on that today. Danny Ainge told 98.5 The Sports Hub about Kemba's injury. Quote, "We're being very cautious with Kemba. We feel like we need Kemba to be his best self, and right now, we don't think that he can sustain what he wants to do. But we are confident that his knee is going to be fine." So, Coach, there's a couple different things to unpack there, right? So, A, he says this isn't a long-term injury, but he does say that we're going to be very cautious. How cautious do you think they should be?
I think they should be very cautious. I think the Celtics are a legitimate contender. I really do. And if Kemba Walker is healthy, they have a much better chance, obviously. And so if I'm the Celtics, I'm taking my time with that thing. I'm making sure they stays in shape, but at the same time, we're not aggravating it.
They can be as cautious as they can afford to be very cautious. They have 4 really high-level wings or ball handlers,
Yes.
and then Marcus Smart can fill in sometimes, become a 5th one. They play well whenever one of those guys is injured, so there's no rush. But to Danny's point, to win the title, to win 4 playoff series, you're going to need all of those guys to be at their best. That's
Absolutely.
how hard it is. So you got to be cautious now in hopes that he can be ready later.
I asked him in that conversation, hey, you're coming into this situation where it was a mess last year, right? And the guy he was replacing was a direct one-to-one of the guy who left, who was supposed to be, when he came in on that trade from Cleveland, their franchise player for the coming years, and the pressure on him. Zach, how do you think that he has been able to integrate and power this team in a way that he was coming in Kyrie's place?
Because he's played a little differently than Kyrie. He's a much more sort of decisive north-south driver. Kyrie likes to dance with ball. That's fine. Like, Kyrie gets things done. But when you have all of these other wings who want the ball, just his willingness to make quicker decisions, get off the ball, get it back, has empowered everyone. Like, Tatum is running twice as many pick and rolls as last season. But to me, the interesting thing about Kemba going forward when he comes back is Jayson Tatum has established himself. Like, all of that mess last season, that was a mess about we don't know who the guy is and who gets touches. Jayson Tatum is the guy. That's clear, and I think that's actually every contender needs that, right?
Yeah, you do. I think Jayson Tatum is now establishing a pecking order.
But don't you think Kemba's going to be fine with that?
He'll be
His
fine.
personality?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't see him as the kind of player who, if he's out and then another guy really asserts himself, Kemba's going to come back and there's going to be attitude problems or there's going to be a locker room division. Kemba's point in that interview, he goes, "Oh, I'm a fun guy. People
No, but
like
you
being
have
around
to
me."
change. There's subtle, like everyone gets 2% less, he gets 2%, whatever it is. You just have to sort of evolve that.
But I think that's where those assists are going to come from that you brought up earlier about Tatum, where Tatum now can make plays. Kemba Walker is a big-time shooter off the ball, a playmaker, a second playmaker off the ball, and Tatum can find him on some of those plays and get him some easy baskets.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For highlights and analysis, check out the ESPN app, and for live streaming and premium content, check out ESPN+.